Hey guys, welcome back to Puff It Louder. So we're just gonna continue. I'm gonna take tea to Hijikata and his friend, who I forgot what his name was. And hopefully Okita and everybody else is okay, because it just like skipped to this happy moment. So whatever, we'll just see. I took tea to the two in the hall. Hijikata told me to remain there, so I decided to listen in.
今日に来たのは奥詰めの仕事ってわけか。ずいぶんと出世したみてえだな。
An okuzume? I listened intently, but subtly, since I was unfamiliar with the contents of their conversation.
奥詰めってのはな、将軍の身辺を守る奴らのことだ。
Oh. Oh, wow! I'm honored to meet such a man.
いえいえ、そんなことありません。
Oh, his name is Iba.
父の仕事の縁でたまたまなんです。
Oh, but what would bring what would bring a man of his stature here, Hijikata? This meant Iba was someone who worked directly with the shogun. What an honor. It made no sense why he would interact with the Shinsengumi or why he had business with us.
お前の考えてることはわかるぜ。なんで俺と知り合いかってことだろう。
Don't be offended. I did my best to nod without offending him. See, exactly. He sounds offended.
こいつはな、旗本であると同時に江戸じゃ4本指に入る道場の一つ、新行東流伊庭道場の跡取り息子だ。
Nice.
その伊庭道場と俺たちがいた道場とはそこそこ交流があってな。その縁だ。
Okay.
ええ、そうなんです。
So they're like best childhood friends? Like, is that what we missed?
だから、トシさんたちがいる今日に来ることになって、とても楽しみにしていたんです。
Yeah, they're definitely good friends because he's calling him Toshi and like nobody calls him that.
勝
So
手に喜んでろ。だが覚えとけよ。今日はそんなに楽しいところじゃねえからな。
はい。肝に銘じておきます。
why does everyone know I'm a woman?
そんなに危険なのに、女の子でも大使が務まる
My
んですか?
disguise must be so terrible. Everybody has been able to see it. There was that weird dude where like I don't even remember his name. It was the weird guy from like when we were walking with Saito, and now this guy, like what the heck? Iba glanced at me when he asked his question before looking to Hijikata. I gasped and cupped my hands over my mouth, and Hijikata's eyes darted towards me sternly. It would seem Iba picked up on the fact that I was female, judging by their interaction.
もしかして秘密だったんですか?
Obviously. I didn't want to confirm any answers, so I stared towards the mat underneath without speaking.
こいつはちょいと訳ありで預かってて、表向きは男ってことになってる。
Even though she's doing a shitty job.
新選組でも一部の奴らしか知らないことだ。だからここでも下手なことを口にしないでくれ。
Alright.
わかりました。トシさんがそう言うなら守りますよ。
I feel like they have a bromance. Like, what am I missing here? Iba drew Hijikata in closer in a jovial manner, and Hijikata blushed at the notion. Oh my god, they fucking... No, seriously? I think there's some kind of bromance here. Hijikata is normally really uptight, so seeing him behave this way was startling. I had a lingering suspicion that Hijikata was actually enjoying himself. See? Yep, nope. This is confirmed. I don't care. I'm not going for Hijikata because he's already taken for. Or spoken for, whatever. All of the commotion must have alerted the captains because they popped up from nowhere.
おいおい、
Oh my
八郎じゃねえ
god.
か。
He's so loud.
聞いたことがある声だと思ったらお前だったのか。
新八さん、原田さん、それに皆さんもお久しぶりです。
Why does everyone know each other? Did they all go to the same dojo? Like
そうか、お前も今日に来たのか。武者修行か、それとも狂犬物か。
I literally have to turn it down every single time Shinpachi talks because he's so loud.
なわけねえし、お偉いさんの護衛とか視察なんだろ。
まあ、はい、そういうところです。
あんたが今日に来るとなると。
Oh, Saito's okay, and so is Okita. Iba nodded plainly in response.
君も今日に来たんだ。ま、死なない程度に気をつけなよ。
助言ありがとう。覚えておきます。
Oh my god, what if they're setting it up so that you just really like this guy and then he just gets murdered in front of you? Like, that would be terrible.
じゃあ今度飲みに行くか。なんなら今からでもいいんだぜ。
He literally cut me off. But seriously, I feel like I really, really hope that's not the case. Please don't let that be the case. Because this guy's so nice. Each of the captains surrounded Iba and exchanged words. Most of all, Iba seemed lost in the amount of fun he had while conversing with everyone. I guess he really knew everyone back in Edo. He really knew everyone back in Edo. That's where the emphasis should be. Hijikata watched their interaction with warmth in his eyes and muttered.
あいつは旗本で、伊庭道場の跡取り息子のくせに。
What's a hatamoto? The eldest son of one of the oldest and most respected dojos in Japan. He's the master of the Shingoto Ryu martial arts, and his prowess granted him prestige among other warriors and officials.
なんだ気に入ったのか知らねえが、俺たちとつるみやがってな。
Ah. Oh, they couldn't fit all of his words into one thing, so they just didn't give him voice acting for this last part. He seemed to be especially fond of Hijikata, though. But I couldn't dare say that, especially because they're in a secret relationship. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Anyways, oh my god, I forgot to set the timer because I'm an idiot. Whatever, it'll be a long episode, it's fine. Understood. Yay, happy fun times. Before we knew it, evening had come and Iba told us it was time for him to depart. Oh my god, he stayed for a long time.
それじゃあまたね。
Oh, he can't say my name. Okay. I didn't even say bye? His face seemed reluctant, if not a little forlorn, and he left the compound. I stared at him as he walked into the distance, until his small figure was removed from my eyes. Iba was a mysterious person. Even if he was someone very important in upper class, he acted with integrity and kindness, commanding a lot of respect from the captains of the Shinsengumi. I did not think that there was a samurai like him in the shogunate. Yes, his warrior record has been unlocked! Oh man. I'm glad everyone's okay, except for maybe Sannan, which was the snake-looking guy. I think he's still kind of bitter, but, you know. August has come. August 1864. After the fight at the inn, I was able to leave the compound much more often. I suppose after what I'd done, Hijikata thought I earned a little more trust. I didn't feel like I did anything extraordinary, but I wasn't about to look a gift horse in the mouth. I was genuinely happy that the man Hijikata approved of me. On this particular day, I was out on patrol with Harada in the 10th Division. Excuse me, Harada? The Shinsengumi is out patrolling day and night, right? But what exactly is it that you do? Most of the men in the Shinsengumi were intimidating, death-dealing titans, but Harada was a rare exception, warm and friendly.
ピンからキリまで大小様々だな。筋切りや追いはぎはもちろん、食い逃げも捕まえるし、喧嘩も止める。
Oh god. People who don't pay for food?
商家を脅して金を奪おうとする奴らも、俺ら新選組が取り締まってるよ。
So you're just like the police? It wasn't really the answer I'd expected. I guess the Shinsengumi's job is closer to a magistrate's than I thought. Thinking back, I remembered how excited they were during the raid. What they did at the end was far more intense than their day-to-day work. A little further down the road, a couple of men in Shinsengumi blues were waving at us. Nagakura! I guess our separate rounds brought us to the same spot. Oh, it's a loud guy. No, nothing today. Yeah, you're right. There was something contagious about his optimism. Oh, sorry. I cut him off.
けどやっぱり町人たちの様子がせわしねえな。
I hadn't noticed it before, but he was right. They were acting strange, almost nervous. Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready to move.
ああ、戦火に巻き込まれる前に今日から避難し始めてるってとこか。
What? War? There wasn't a war, was there?
そういや、まだ教えていなかったな。
Oh god.
長州の奴らが今日に集まってきてんだよ。その関係で、俺らも警戒強化中ってわけだ。
Ugh.
池田屋の件で長州を怒らせちまったからな。あいつらの仲間から犠牲が出ちまったし、黙ってられないんだろうよ。
Were the Choshu going to try something again?
さあな。まだはっきりしたことはわからねえ。
Well,
どっちにせよ、俺たちは俺たちの仕事をする。長州の連中が今日に来ても追い返すだけさ。
they accepted their situation and never complained. I had a good deal of respect for Harada and Nagakura.
長州と戦か。もしかすると近いうちに上から出動命令が出るかもしれねえな。
So you think the Aizu will give you all orders?
ああ、正式に幕府の一部隊として参加することになるかもな。
Lord.
そんな機会めったにないからな。せっかくだからお前も出てみるか。
What? I was perplexed by his sudden invitation. Does this mean I could march as a member of the Shinsengumi? It seemed rather inappropriate for me to ask to participate just for curiosity's sake. Still, I very much hope to be helpful in some way. Could I perhaps do something like what I'd done at Okita Inn? However, there's also the chance that I'd become a hindrance as opposed to helping them out. I will stay behind this time. I feel like last time I was not that great. I'll stay behind. Harada seemed to possess a still heart, garnering a voice that was slow but at peace. He didn't respond to my words, but he smiled kindly. Part of me felt safer leaving, just to avoid being in anyone's way, but I also wanted to stay here, appreciating this moment of peace for once. Although, how could I justify participating when I wasn't a true member of the Shinsengumi? I bottled up my feelings of contemplation, and I just returned to the headquarters. A few days passed. Your medicine's ready. I was carrying medicine and some hot sake. The medicine was Ishida medicinal powder, which was manufactured by the Hijikata's family. The Hijikata's family? It's claimed to aid with bone settings, bruises, muscular pains, and minor cuts.
Well,
I'm being useful. Sannan's eyebrows rose at the mention of his name.
私も飲むんですか？私の傷はもう塞がっていますよ。
試してみましょうよ、三男さん。この薬って何にでも効くらしいですから。
Sannan rolled his eyes, but reached over to take his portion of the medicine and sake. He had been telling the truth, though. His injuries had healed, at least as much as they were going to, but his arms still refused to work properly. It was slowly becoming clear that it would probably never work properly again.
石田三役は熱燗で飲むのが粋だよな。羨ましいぞ、お前ら。
I thought that you had gone to the raid. What? I mean, or whatever the heck. What are you doing here?
羨ましいなら飲めばいいだろ。新発音だって怪我人じゃねえか。
酒は飲みてえが、残念なことに俺の怪我はもう治っちまってるんだよな。
Ugh. Nagakura was injured at the Okita Inn, but he recently declared that he was completely healed, despite the fact that his wounds still looked painful. I'd heard that he'd convinced Hijikata that his wounds weren't as bad as Okita or Heisuke's.
しかし、宗司と東堂君が怪我をするとはね。
あれは池田屋が暗かったから、普段の戦いなら遅れは取らないって。
You were injured too? Oh my
前から
god.
急に殴られたんだよ。おかげで8金なんて真っ二つだしさ。
Oh.
拳で8金を割るか。随分と豪気な奴がいるもんだ。
Heisuke muttered something bitter and angry under his breath, but Harada just laughed.
あと、なんだっけ。宗司から逃げ切ったやつもいたしな。
Oh god. Okita only smiled quietly as Nagakura gestured towards him.
次があれば絶対に逃がしませんよ。
Oh my god.
次に勝つのは僕ですから。
Everyone began sharing their experience at the inn. Saito, however, remained silent. Is there something bothering you? I kept my voice low so as not to interrupt any of the other men in their conversations.
宗次らを負傷させるほどの実力者があの夜池田屋にいた理由を考えていた。長州のものではないと言ったそうだが、池田屋も人払いはしていたはずだ。
Oh.
池田屋の人間と老子たちの目を盗み、何らかの目的で侵入したか。目的は違えども、行動を共にしていたのか。確実にわかるのは、奴らが相当の実力者だということだけだ。
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of scary. The sliding door suddenly flew open as Saito finished his sentence and Kondo appeared.
会津藩から伝令が届いた。
Well, as all conversation ceased, eyes turned to Kondo.
長州の襲撃に備え、我ら新選組も出陣するよう仰せだ。
They want us to die first. Great. A cheer went up from everyone present.
ついに来たか。待ちかねたぜ。
残念だったな、平助。怪我人はさすがに不参加だよな。
People are so ridiculous.
でもせっかくの晴れ舞台だし。
He turned to Hijikata, clearly hoping that the commander might give him special leave to go.
不参加に決まってんだろ。おとなしく屯所で留守をしてやがれ。
Rip.
土方さん、鬼！この鬼副長！
なんだそりゃ褒めてんのか。つまきにされたくなきゃ黙ってろ。
Rip. He just is like, okay, I'm just gonna go. Heisuke's mouth snapped shut. I didn't think Hijikata would actually stab one of his own men, but neither did I think he would go easy on any of them, even if they were injured.
東堂君、怪我人は足手まといらしいですから、素直に屯所で留守をしましょう。
Oh my god, he is so bitter. He's like, the injured are a burden. Like, alright.
わかった。今回は留守番してるよ。
Good lord.
僕も今回は諦めようかな。参加したいけど本調子じゃないし。ちょっと外で涼んでこようかな。
Okay, goodbye. Okita sighed and got up to leave. I'll assume I'll be staying here as well? Kondo nodded.
ああ、宗次と平助がダダをこねんよう見張っておいてくれ。
Okay. He let out a short laugh, and several men grinned. Nice. I think I'm gonna go for Okita. Because, you know, like, he's grown so much on me. I felt so terrible last episode. Because he just, like, oh, you know, he, like, defended me and everything. I'm gonna, like, cry. Whoops. Anyways, before long, the Shinsengumi had left for the front, leaving only a handful of soldiers in the silent compound. So, what should I be doing when they're out? Oh, right. Kondo asked me to keep an eye on Okita and Heisuke. I think Okita was in the inner courtyard. To be honest, I was a little concerned for him. He was still recovering, and being out in the cold air wasn't doing him any favors in that regard. Still, that left Heisuke and Sanan. Maybe they're still in the common room. Heisuke seemed particularly frustrated at being forced to stay behind, and Sanan had been even colder and more distant lately. I was worried for Okita, of course, but I felt there was something deeper affecting the other two. Where should I go? Okita! I'm doing it for you! I believe! For a midsummer afternoon, the air was pleasant, making the courtyard a pleasant place to sit. He was sitting off in the corner in the shade, gazing up at the summer sky. I turned to look as well. It was a brilliant blue, and a distant breeze pushed white wisps of clouds at both ends. How long was it since I last looked up at the sky? I think it was like maybe 2 episodes ago, but whatevs. Far too long, I thought, as I stretched out my arms up, soaking in the sunshine and the cool, clear air. Then, at last, I turned back to where Okita was, or perhaps had been, sitting. Ah! So close! While I had been enjoying the summer sky, he'd approached, and now he was right in front of me. Ah! My body stiffened, and I felt my eyes widen. He raised a quizzical eyebrow. That's not what I'm worried about. Oh my god, I'm literally, me and Chizuru are the same person. Oh, I really actually hope not, but whatever. That's not what I'm worried about. True, he didn't seem like he was as desperate to leave and join the fight, unlike Heisuke. Yeah, of course. His mouth twisted into a small smile. I decided to tell him. You're still not in the best condition. It isn't good for you to be out in the cold for so long. Okita had always seemed a little mean. Until that moment, I would have never thought I'd hear him thank me for worrying about him. Yeah, see? I feel so terrible for being mean to him. I wasn't sure what to say. Both of us appeared to have run out of things to say, and silence fell across the courtyard. I didn't want to scold him and then simply leave for my room, but... there had to be something thoughtful I could say. I hope your injury heals soon. Not that. Okita laid his hand on his chest absently, then looked across the courtyard at nothing. Are you sure? I think he like busted one of your internal organs if you were like dripping blood out of your mouth. He was right, and that should have given him a cause for joy, but his face didn't change. He blinked and looked back down at me. Are you, thinking about Sanan? He made a point to say you. Although he left it unsaid, I could see he was worrying about the man we both knew wouldn't be fine. Sanan's arm wasn't going to heal, at least not completely. It would never again hold a sword. Okita said nothing. He cocked his head and smiled. I felt my cheeks getting warmer from blushing. Sorry if I was being too nosy. I apologized, but he warmed up and shook his head from left to right. I couldn't tell what his intentions were. Okita's smile deepened just a little. What? That's a little rude. Weird? Maybe I looked upset, but he called me weird! For no reason! Ugh. What? No, you shouldn't blame yourself. Okita hadn't done anything wrong. He followed his orders and did the best he could. I didn't see how he could say what had happened was his fault. When I looked up, his smile was gone, and I couldn't bring myself to say anything more. He glanced down at me and then looked at the sky. Yes. The midsummer sun shone down. I felt a breath of warmth in the cool air. White clouds danced across the blue expanse, flying gracefully. Where were the men who'd marched off earlier now, I wondered. And then I blacked out. Oh god. The Choshu extremists' attempted attack on the imperialist state eventually came to be known as the Hamaguri Rebellion, which is this thing. Although the Shinsengumi were called to action, their efforts were stymied, and they found little in the way of their glory. What's stymied mean? Well, whatever. Communication with their superiors was poor at best, and they'd spent much of the battle waiting with reserves. When the Shinsengumi finally entered the battle, each man found several strange opponents awaiting them. Chikage Kazama, who defeated Okita at Ikeda, claimed to be from the Satsuma domain during his encounter with Hijikata. A very skilled man. This is the dude! Ugh, I don't like you. Ew! Kyuju Amagiri, the man who shattered Heisuke's headguard at Ikeda, also claimed membership in the Satsuma. Ew. Get the goatee out of here. They also met Kyo Shiranui, who had fought alongside the men from Choshu. Ugh. Why are all these people so weird looking? Whoever they were, it was clear they were not allies of the Shinsengumi. Indeed, it seemed like they could easily become some of its greatest enemies. If they were to meet in open battle, the casualties would be severe. By the time the battle was over, the commanders of the Choshu attack had been killed in the fighting, or took their own lives. There were some soldiers, however, who escaped, setting Kyoto ablaze as they fled. By some terrible misfortune, the winds that day blew from the north and fanned the flames, reducing the southern end of the imperial estate to ash. As a result of the Choshu attack, many imperial nationalists... Many imperial nationalists were executed. With the Hamaguri rebellion over, the Choshu were branded as traitors for attacking the state. From then on, they were acknowledged enemies of the court. A traitor to the court. Wow, what a surprise. I feel like the dictionary is just not helpful. Whatevs. Because it's like, oh, they just explain it after, you know? Oh, his status has been released. November. Damn, we just flying through the months. Actually, we should stop here. Stop it. Here we go. We're gonna stop here. So, Jesus. Oh man, I'm glad Okita's okay, but I think he's also not okay. Like, he keeps, like, I don't know. He's kind of a weird one, huh? Like, I mean, Sannan's obviously not okay. He's incredibly bitter. He's never going to be able to hold a sword again. Heisuke, I'm not really that worried about because he's such, like, a optimistic kind of guy. But maybe I should be worried about him. I don't know! But, anyways, next episode, I guess hopefully we'll check in with everybody and see that they're okay still.